Hi guys, it's Kathy Hart, and I recorded a video, several weeks ago about my little dog Sazi, who had IVDD and possibly DM or some other, she definitely had something degenerative going on. She was about 9 months of losing a lot of her body mass. So we're not sure. I live rural and the vets here weren't sure. But anyway, I did post about her crossing the Rainbow Bridge. We were having weekly parties, progress parties, and she'd be at almost week 5 of her second go round with crate rest, and she'd be done if she hadn't had the setback. So here we sit, almost a month after after her loss, and I'll tell you, it still gets to me. People think dogs are just dogs, but they're not just dogs. They are just dogs, but I think they have an ability to bond with humans because of that eye contact, and because we've lived together, humans and dogs, for so long that our brains have actually adapted to having regions that see dogs as different than any other species. So it's really quiet without her because she was one of those dogs that talked. She talked incessantly. She barked and chortled, and so because she was with me all the time after we got the little male reservation dog that saw her as prey, and he's got a new home now. But after that, she was with me the whole last year and a half. And so we had a lot of conversations. And what's different to me, even though I have my little dog Kachina still, and I just love her, dearly love her, but she's so quiet, and I really miss Sazi's noise, and I never ever thought I'd say that. And then it's little things like opening the cupboard and seeing something that you last used on Sazi, or seeing one of her socks in the middle of the living room, or when you sweep, or just little things like that. And it still kind of hurts or gets to me. I don't cry as much as I used to, and I've looked at a lot of her photos and tried to organize them a little bit. Gosh, she was so special, and I'm trying to get to the point where I'm really realizing that I'm really grateful for all she taught me and the time that we spent together. And now that it's been almost a month, I think I mentioned this in my last video, that I was already reaching out trying to find another little special needs dog. Well, I've found her, and she comes home next week. We have to drive all the way over to Denver, which is about 6 to 8 hours away, and pick her up. And she's adorable. She's also a little hospice dog, little black chihuahua. She's only ever lived, until she was rescued last month, she's only ever lived in a hoarding situation. No name, until she got rescued. So anyway, she has heart and kidney problems. She doesn't have IVDD. And I kind of wanted to do something different for a little bit, because I think IVDD is going to remind me too much of Sazi for a while. So she's more like my first Chihuahua with heart and kidney issues. And I don't know, who knows how long she has, 6 months, a year, 2 years. I kind of wanted to do a dog that I guess could heal my heart a little bit without getting super connected, and I'm feeling like she won't be here long enough to get that kind of bond like Sazi and I had. And I really do feel the need to heal that a little bit, but also I don't want to get stuck here. Like, Kachina's bored with just me, and I'm a healer. So as a nurse and a nurse midwife, I really don't want to just sit for a couple years till I'm quote unquote over Sazi, because I'm never going to be over Sazi. I'm not replacing her. Wasn't a marriage, and I'm not getting married again the next month. It was a special bond that I'll only ever have with Sazi. But I also have a place in my heart to heal another dog. And so that's, and I think, that's using my strengths, and that's giving me a sense of meaning in my life. So I think it's going to be really cool. And what I want to do is weekly videos talking about what she's learned about life, because she doesn't know anything about life outside hoarding. So we're going to be packing her around in strollers and backpacks that we're Sazi's because of her heart, and we're going to be showing her the world. So I want to do weekly or every other week videos about what she's learned this week and progress reports on her, and then touch base on how I'm feeling about Sazi as the weeks go by. So thanks for joining, and next week we'll introduce her.